Peace, man. it's been a it's been a minute. I ain't gonna lie. All right, and I be telling myself, man, I wish that I continue to make videos throughout my journey, man. But at the end of the day, it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the present moment, and nothing could be better than what it is right now. But with this video, I want to break down the dimensions, right? Fully, because it's a lot of conscious people, you know what I'm saying, or a lot of talk about, 4D and 5D and this and that that's out there. But nobody really broke down the concept of what the dimensions really mean, right? The ideas of what it actually means to be in 5D, right? So I'm going to really focus on the physical realm. There's other dimensions outside of the physical, like within the spiritual and out of body experience, astral projection, and things like that, those different dimensions. But I'm focusing on all of the ones that when it comes to this reality of physicality and what we call, you know, life, pretty much. But the dimensions is nothing more than how you view the world or yourself, I should say. Um, and I mean, the world, it kind of ties in together, but it's like everybody has their own lens of how they view themselves in the world. And depending on how you're viewing yourself in the world is depending on the dimension that you're in, right? The frequency that you're operating on. So I'm here to break it down, right? Um, I hope everybody doing good, whatever time you watching this. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything is peace and love, man. And and you operating at these higher dimensions. And for the ones that's really not there yet, I'm no better than you. We're all equal. I tell this to anybody that I'm really teaching, because I work with juveniles at this detention center where I stay, and I break down conscious awareness to them. I've broken this down to them uh, you know, earlier this week, and I got the confirmation a couple, like one of the kids told me, I should do a video on it, right? And God speaks through people. God speaks through certain, situations and circumstances. And, that was one confirmation. And then next thing you know, I ran into a video, of somebody doing something similar like this, breaking down the different dimensions. So extra confirmation. And let's get to it. I want to stay on topic. I want to make this short, simple. I haven't done a video in a while, but this one is one of those ones that can really shift the consciousness of, anybody. Because wisdom is very simple. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. God made this wisdom very simple, right? And consciousness is a business. So a lot of the gurus out there that, what I'm saying, it's all over the internet and YouTube, they're getting a profit off of the information that they're giving you. So they're only really, they limit you, what I'm saying, to a certain extent. Not all of them, right? I'm giving out free information. And that's when when somebody really, what I'm saying, is for the people, when it's free information. All right. And I also want to let you guys know that I will, start doing consultations, free consultations, if you want to chop it up with me for, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We can, what I'm saying, we can do that. We can schedule it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start doing that because I'm about to start opening up to, I want to say, like, I ain't even gonna say all of it, right? Let's get back on topic. You don't want to say too much, you know what I'm saying? But consultations, let's schedule them. So first D, right? I like to call these the parasites, the black holes, right? These are the people that are really, really, really seem like they're soulless, but everybody has a soul, but they're so far gone that it just seems like they're not there. I really haven't came in contact with somebody like that. That's like personally one on one. Um, but you can see them, in movies. You may had an experience with somebody that's just an energy drainer, right? That like just like a parasite. A parasite needs a host. A parasite needs something to drain its energy, right? Uh, and this could be, I mean, somebody that has really like no empathy, what I'm saying? They just energy drainers. And they can be, like a Jeffrey Dahmer type of thing, like really people that can snap, that can hurt you, that what I'm saying, do something to make themselves feel energized, right? At the end of the day, that's the first D, no consciousness, right? It's like blank. It's like nothing. It's like you talking to nothing, for real. And that's that. And as we're going through these different dimensions, it's so beautiful and amazing because we're actually like shifting through these dimensions as we're talking about it, right? So, as we go up in these dimensions, right, the consciousness expands and expands and expands, right? And for the ones that stuck on certain dimensions like 2D and 3D, or you may not understand when I, get to these higher dimensions. You may even start looking at me like, who is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? What is he talking about? And stuff like that, right? Back on topic. 2D is the ones or people who view themselves, right, to what they have. And I want you to say, I want you to really think, nothing about money, because it doesn't have anything to do with money. It doesn't have anything to do with it like completely at all. Because you can have money or you can be broke as hell and be operating on these lower dimensions. So let's get money concept out of the way. Uh, but 2D, two-dimensional people are really narcissistic, right? They identify who they are with what they have. An example of this could be, some dude that got a girl, and he may live with this girl, and as soon as she threatened to leave him or something like that, he started abusing her, started beating on her, what I'm saying, and forcing her to pretty much stay with him or I'm gonna kill you type shit. Because we gotta think 2D is, what I'm saying, just a level up from 1D. No consciousness. It's just a little consciousness expanded, but they can literally hurt somebody, trying to control the situation, trying to control what they have entirely, right? Um, and an example with for somebody that has money, what I'm saying, and operates in a two dimension, they can, this could be a business owner, somebody that has, a successful business, and they just look at their employees as nothing, as pawns, what I'm saying, really don't have any empathy for them. Like, oh, I can replace that person, what I'm saying, this is, what I'm saying, that person is this and this and that, right? I'm gonna control, what I'm saying, I feel powerful because I have this quote unquote successful business, and things like that. And I'm the shit because of the money that I got and things like that, the car that I drive, right? This person is operating in two dimension. Has nothing to do with money, right? So the third dimension, 3D, the ones that's quote unquote stuck in the matrix, right? We hear this word a lot, right? But these people view themselves to what they do. I am what I do. That's the 3D. When you have this thought about who you are, you know, depending on what you do. Like if you're doing something for somebody or some people, you feel good. If you're not doing something for somebody, you feel bad, you feel down, and and things like that. You feel good because, oh, I got this career, I'm successful because I'm doing this and I'm doing that. or oppositely, um, you know, I'm not shit because I don't have this job. I don't, what I'm saying, have this career. I'm not doing this for nobody. So you're emotionally, what I'm saying, fluctuating depending on what you're doing. 3D. For 4D, right? These are individuals that identify who they are with their thoughts and emotions, right? This is mind and psychology. So, a person that's identifying themselves with their thoughts and emotions are, limiting themselves. And this dimension it was tough to get out for me, and I know it is for other people because it's a loop that you can get caught in. Like this is one of the dimensions that's hard to really ascend out of because it's also not tangible as well, right? When you're dealing with your thoughts and emotions, right, you're not dealing with anything physical. You're not dealing with something that you can touch. You're really dealing with the framework of your mind, and that's something that you can limit yourself in. And it looks like something like, oh, I can't do this, what I'm saying, because I still got trauma. I can't, what I'm saying, uh, be famous or get this amount of money because I'm working a job, and what I'm saying, I would have to put more time into a business and things like that. And I just don't got enough time, to put into a business and things like that. You just start telling yourself certain things and limiting yourself depending on your thoughts, right? And your emotions, right? You start to identify yourself with certain emotions that you feel. Well, I feel like, this person is trying to get over on me, and what I'm saying, so you acting mean towards this person and not even realizing you just projecting a thought and your emotions and onto this person, but it's not even true. The 4D is a complex one. It's very complex. But as we ascend to 5D, right? This is the lighter realms. This is the higher dimensions to where now if when you fully conceptualize, right, and get these concepts in your consciousness and awareness wholeheartedly, these other dimensions will be easier to get out of because we shift through these dimensions, periodically over time. But the more awareness you have when you're in the 5D, right, you have more awareness to these lower dimensions, right? So the 5D, I am the now. This is stillness. This is the power of the now, right? And this is when you view yourself as the now and realizing that everything is okay. Everything is good. I am good. In the right now, I'm breathing. I got my limbs, my arms, right? I'm alive, right? And anything that's, what I'm saying, making me feel down, depressed, anxiety, that's when you start to realize that you're bringing thoughts, right? You start to identify yourself with your thoughts and emotions, or what you do or what you have, right? But you got to remember that I am in the now. So your past traumas, your future, you don't have to worry about that because you're in the now. And whenever you feeling these different emotions, these are indicators. When you start to feel down and start to feel these negative lower emotions and thoughts, you're bringing something into the now. You're bringing your past into the now. But if you're operating in the now, the past doesn't exist. The future doesn't even exist, right? All you have is the now. So that means there's no past trauma. Like literally. All right. And this is getting deep. Some people might not even understand that if you're stuck at a certain dimension, you may not even understand what I'm saying. Right. But I'm only here to bring your consciousness and awareness to these levels of dimensions. And you can get out of them. I can I can help you by showing you visually. That's why I got this whiteboard and visually show you so your mind can understand it and grasp it and help you ascend in your dimensions. But the power of the now, there is no past, there is no future, there is no traumas, there is nothing that you have to do in order to get this result. Third dimension, that's when you start to think about, you know, in 3D. Oh, I gotta do this in order to get this. You start to, what I'm saying, think about, oh, I don't have this, right? So I don't feel whole. Since I don't have that, I'm not this, right? You start to be able to become aware of all of these lower emotions when you start to operate in the now. There is nothing but the now, and the now, and the now, right? Infinitely. And when you really understand this, right, all of everything, all of your traumas, all of your past is gone because you're operating in the now. Like I got this book, The Power of the Now by El Carto. I read this about a year and a half, couple years ago, and that opened up my consciousness to all of this, right? To the now. The now moment is the only moment that we will ever have. Even when you plan out something, right? In the future or whatnot, an event, a baby shower, a wedding, what I'm saying, an event, you plan out for the future, but then when it gets here, it's the now. Right? It's not the future anymore, it's the now, because that is literally all we have, right? So when we start to realize that, you know, it's all the now, we then realize that we're creating every single thing that's happening, right? And that's when we realize the 6D, right? This is the 6D consciousness and dimension, right? I am the creator. When you start to realize that it's only the now, right? And I am the creator of my reality. Everything that's you're experiencing, every situation that you've been through, right? It doesn't define who you are, right? You are not your thoughts. You are not your circumstances. You are not your situations. You are just the awareness of it all, right? But how you think creates how you feel. How you feel creates an emotion. That emotion is a vibration. That vibration is a magnet that attracts things to you. Every single thing that you done been through, right, or that you done manifested into your life, you created it, whether you like it or not, right? Somebody might be, oh, I didn't want, what I'm saying, my peoples to do this. I didn't create this car crash, yeah, or whatever. Yes, you did. And this is on the deeper sense, because everything happens for a reason. It is you literally come here to evolve your soul, right? And the divine, you, right? God, you knew exactly what you needed to go through, right? Or what you need to continue to go through in order to evolve your soul. So you are the creator. You create. You are God. And you create effortlessly. God creates effortlessly. Literally. It's not rocket science. It's nothing, no techniques that you had, all of these different techniques, right? When you realize you're the creator and you operating in the now, there's no 3-6-9 method that you got to do, right? This is just The 4D, right? This is something that you're telling yourself with your thoughts, right? And then when you choose to believe it, as long as you believe it, man, it will work from you. I can tell myself, what I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna wake up, I'm a, what I'm saying, make me a smoothie, eat me some sea moss, and then I'm a journal and, what I'm saying, exercise, and then think about what I want, and then it's gonna happen. If I created this routine and I believe that every single rising I do this and my manifestation will come, and you truly believe it, because everything is nothing but a placebo effect, right? Everything is really what you believe in, what you choosing to believe. So if you believe that, oh, if I do this and do that, this technique works, I know it, then it's going to happen, right? Because that's how this reality works. So when you are operating in 7D, right? When I transition to this is the multi-dimensional viewer of all the dimensions, right? When you're operating in 7D, you're understanding and viewing all of these different dimensions, right? And now you can understand, what I'm saying? And when you're being around other people, you can see what dimension they're operating in, right? You can literally know what frequency they're on, because you understand all of the different dimensions. You're consciously aware of all of it, right? But I would like to say, what I'm saying, it, this is a journey. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? You want to get to the 5D and up, and it's going to take some realization. That's it. Like, and I can't say a time limit. I'm not gonna say it's gonna take this long or whatever, because everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own process, right? But the faster you're able to realize, to operate in the now, and that you are a creator, this is when you get it. You got it. And then you start to create effortlessly, because God speaks it, right? And knows it. And then it's gonna come, right? Confidently. When you know who you are, that's the confidence, right? Check out, The Light by David Sebastian. This is a song, right? When you know who you are, that's the confidence. That's one of the lyrics, and when I'm telling you, that's like it's very powerful, because everybody is out here confused, right? Everybody doesn't know who they are. They're literally living in an illusion. But when you start to know this, and start to study this, and then start to live it, that's when life start to change. So these are the dimensions of consciousness, and faster you realize and operate in the now, and that you are the creator of your life, and you've created everything in your life, you start to be able to view all of these different dimensions. You got it. Hope y'all took something from it, man. I know y'all took something from it. To be honest, I'm gonna make more videos. I'm gonna probably make this one a couple times, because this is like one of the most powerful videos you can make. Breaking down consciousness. So let's get it. Let's go. I'll catch y'all in the next one.